Good morning, students. Welcome to the English class. Today we are going to discuss the very important topic of your grammar section, that is the modal verbs. Now let us see what is the importance of modal verbs and where do we use them. And along with that, let us see what is the rule for using them. So first of all, let us see what are modal verbs. So students, they are auxiliary verbs that provide additional and specific meaning to the main verb of the sentence. Means the modal verbs are the verbs which are used to add the specific meaning or additional meaning to the main verb in the sentence. Now let us see which are the modal verbs. So the modal verbs are can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, and some more modal verbs are also there, which we will be reading further in the video. Now let us see that how do we use modals. So the modals are used in this sequence. You just go through this. First of all, we use in a sentence the subject, and just after the subject we use the modal verb, and after that we use the main verb or the verb. Okay, so we can say that modal verbs are used in place of the auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. Okay, now let us see an example of it. Mary could play the piano. So if I have written that Mary could play, could is a modal, so and play is the verb. So before play we have used could, and you just notice that after could or before could we haven't used any other helping verb. Okay, so by this sentence we have understood that when we use the modals in our sentence, we don't use any other helping verb. Or we can say that modals do not accept conjugation and they do not need other auxiliary verbs. Now let us see the various forms that we can use of the modals. So first of all, let us see the rule that there is no s in singular. As in the present simple tense, we use s or es with the third person singular, so we don't use any s in singular in the modals. And there is no do does in the question, and there is no do doesn't in the negative sentence. Then you just see the example that how can we use a modal in a sentence and how we put s or es or negative in a sentence and that sentence becomes wrong. So the correct sentence is he can swim, and if we write he can swim or he can swims, so that will be wrong. In the same manner, if we write would you like to come with me, that will be correct. And if we write do you like to come with me, that will be wrong. So, and if we say they can't be serious, so that is correct. And if we say they can be serious, that will be wrong. These are some of the forms that we must keep in our mind while using modals in a sentence. Now let us see the modal verbs do not have infinitives or ing form. So this we have to keep in mind, that we can't say canning for the can modal and musting for the must modal. And modal verbs are followed by an infinitive without to. So let us see some of the example to make this more clear, that she must study. It shows the strong obligation. It means must modal is used for strong obligations. Let us see the next example. We should have gone to the other way. It is just the recommendation, so should is used for the recommendations. And if we say we could play football in his youth, so the sentence is he could play football in his youth. So this shows the ability of the past of a particular person. Now, let us see that modal verbs do not have all these tenses. So, let us see which tenses modal verbs don't have. Modal verbs use another verbs to complete the tenses. Means whatever the tenses forms are there, they don't be used in the modal verbs. So, they just use other words to complete the tense. So, can is completed with the will be able to, and must is completed with have to. So, we can replace these verbs with can or must. So, let us see the examples to make it more clear. So, they can play piano if we say, or if we want to replace can in a sentence, so we can write that they will be able to play piano in the future. Okay, and if in a sentence we use the modal must, if we say you must come early, then we can say, if we want to replace must, we can say you have to come early. Now, let's see what do these modal express. So, they can have more than one meaning depending on the situation. Means the modals, the use of modals can have one or more meanings. It depends on the situation of the sentence. So, the single concept model, first of all, let us see the single concept model. They have one meaning. Then the double concept model means they have two meanings. And when we talk about models in past, they are used to express a situation in the past. Means there are three situations: single concept, double concept model, and models in the past. Let us go through them one by one. So, first of all, see the single concept models. Single concept models are will, might, should, ought to, had better. Okay, so these are the single concept models. They always used in a single meaning sentence. Then if we use double concept models, may, must, would, shall, could, can, these all are the double concept models. And if we talk about the models in the past, so models in the past are would have, could have, might have, should have, may have, and must have. Let's talk about all these three types of models one by one. First of all, let us take the single concept model. So, if we talk about will, the concept is will is used always for the future. Let us see the example. If we say Joe will travel to US next week. Next week means the coming week. That is obviously the future part. Second model is might. The concept is might is used for small probability. Means when small probability of doing some work is there, then we can use might. Let us see the example. I might move to Canada someday. So this is very small probability. Therefore, we have used might in this example. Let us see the next model. The model is should, and the concept for should is recommendation. So let us see the example. You should go to doctor. So it is just a recommendation, that whether it is just a suggestion that you should go to a doctor. It is up to you whether you follow it or not. Next model is ought to, and ought to is used for formal recommendation. Let us see the example. We ought to know about first aid. So this is a formal recommendation, means we should know, or we can say, or it is compulsory that we all must know about the first aid. Next model is had better. Had better better's concept is warning. Had better's concept is warning. So let us see the example. I had better study or I will fail the test. So if had better is used, it will give the consequences also. Therefore, had better's concept is warning. It warns us. So these are the single concept models. Let us see the double concept model. So first of all, the model is may. May is used. The first concept is for the permission, and second one is for good probability. So for the permission, let us see the example. May I come in? When we want to enter somewhere, we want to go somewhere, we just ask, may I come in? And the second concept is good probability. So let us see the example. We may visit Mexico in this summer. So if we have used may, there is good probability, means it is quite possible that we will go to Mexico in this summer. Now let us see the next model. Next model is must. So first concept is responsibility. Must is used for the responsibility. Let us see the example of it. Everyone must pay taxes. So if we have used must, so first concept is responsibility, means it is the responsibility of everyone, every citizen, that he must pay the taxes. Next concept for must model is assumption. So she didn't arrive, she must be back. So it is just an assumption, as she hasn't arrived yet, so maybe she is back. So for the two concepts, may and must, we have discussed. Let's see the next model, would. So the first concept for model would is past, means used to, and second concept is present unreal. So according to first concept, let us see the example. When I was young, I would play saucer. So means when that person was young, he used to play, means he could very easily play saucer. And according to the second concept, that is present unreal, we can use would. I would buy the car, but I can't afford it. कि मैं ले लेता if I could afford it. This is being used here. So next model is shall. So the first concept for shall is educated expression, offer, and second concept is contractual obligation. So according to the first concept, let us see the example. Excuse me, I shall go now, shall I clean it? And the second concept is contractual obligation, that is the company shall pay on January 1st. So it is just the two concepts of would and shall. Let us move towards the other models of double concept. The next model is could. So first concept for could is unreal ability, and second concept is past ability. So according to the first concept, that is unreal ability, let us see the example. I could go if I had time. So means that person could go there if he could spare the time, but now he doesn't have the time. And second concept is past ability. So in the past ability, let us see the example. She could play the piano, but she can't anymore. Means she could play, that is the past ability, when she was young or when she was able to, but now she can't play that piano. Now let us see the next model. So the next model is can. So first concept for the model can is presentability, and second concept is for the permission. Let us see the example according to the first concept. So first concept is presentability. So let us see the example. We can speak English, means it is just our ability that we can speak English. And second concept is permission. So let us see the example of it, that can I have a candy? So it is just a permission that can I have one candy. Okay, now let us move towards some other things. Let us go through this table that can is used. First of all, let us see the model. And can is used for ability and for the permission. And can't is used for the probability or possibility plus ability plus in permission also. And might model is used for probability or possibility only, and could model is used for the probability, possibility, ability and permission. You just go through these examples to make it more clear. Now the may model is used in probability, possibility and permission, and must model is used for probability, possibility and obligation or advice. And have to model is used for just obligation and advice, and shall model is used for the offers and obligations and advice. After reading these examples, you will understand it very easily. Next model is should or ought to. So should or ought to, they are used for the obligations and advice. And had better model is used for the obligation and advice only. And would model is used for the offers only. Now let's see the models in the past, which is the third type of models. So they are models refer to actions that happened in the past, means the actions which used to happen in the past, they are being discussed here in the models in the past. So model plus have plus verb in the past participle will be, this sequence will be followed to use these models. Let us see the example. It must have been a difficult decision, means indeed it was a difficult decision, we can say. And they should have invited her to their wedding, means they could invite her in their wedding. So these are the models in the past. Now let us see these models, their uses and the examples. So model perfect means must have plus past participle, and its use is for the logical conclusion on the past event. Let us see the example for it. That is, Peter has arrived late. He must have been in a traffic jam. Okay. Next model is may, might have or plus past participle. Its use, may, might have, is used for deduction on past event. Let us see its example. Joe may or might have taken the wrong train. So it is just the deduction of the past event. Next model of the past is could have, and could have plus past participle we use in a sentence. Its use is for the possibility to do something or gone unfulfilled. Let us see the example of it. You could have played better, means there was a possibility to play better. Next model is couldn't have plus past participle. So couldn't have model is used for the certainty that something couldn't have happened. Let us see its example. He couldn't have passed because you hadn't studied enough. Okay. Now let us see some more models. Would have plus past participle. Would have model is used for the desire to do something but impossibility to do it for external causes. Let us see its example. I would have visited you but I forgot your address. Means he wanted to visit him but he just forgot the address. Next model is should or ought to have. So its use is lament on something that should have been done. Let us see its example. You should or ought to have warned me earlier. Next model is shouldn't have, and shouldn't have model is used to criticize on something that shouldn't have happened. So example for it is he shouldn't have told them. Next model is needn't have. So needn't have model is used for something that wasn't necessary doing. Okay, and means there was no need to do that. So let us see its example. You needn't have bought it, means there was no need to bought it. So these all are the uses of modal past verbs. Now let's see the modal like verbs. A few verbs which often serve as models too, they need to be conjugated. So what are they? Let us see. So model like to, want to and need to. These are the verbs which are used as models. So like to is used for the concept enjoy. So I like to watch TV if I say. Next model is want to. Want to means desire and need to means necessity. So want to model can be used in such example that Joe wants to buy a car. Next model is need to. So it is used for necessity. So we can say that we really needed to talk to you, means there was a necessity to talk to you. Okay, so these are the like verbs. Let us move towards some other models, some other verbs which are used as models. Have to is used for the obligation. So the example for it will be Susan had to pay the rent, means that is the obligation. Next model is have got to. Have got to means the concept is have to, means I have got to go now. Next model is like look forward to, means future plans. When we use this model look forward to, it means we are discussing the future plan. So the example will be I look forward to seeing you again. So students, this is all about the models. I hope you all have understood it. Go through these rules once again, note down them in your notebook so that you can learn them very easily, and go through with the examples carefully so that you can understand the rules and will be able to correlate those examples with the rules. Okay, and solve the exercises related to it. Thank you.